right.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
do this.
We're up and we're
Yeah.
live.
Great. Yep. Um. Let me just see.
Oh, just as we started, Javante Williams has signed with the Cowboys. 3 million for 1 year. So he's leaving Denver to
Devontae
go to
Williams
Dallas.
on the Cowboys. Wow. He's like their starter, right?
That depends on what
So,
happens with Rico Dowdle, because he's a free agent as
oh,
well.
I was saying like he was Denver's starter, right?
Oh, yeah, he most of the time he was their starter, but they also had a weird running back committee going on there, so some weeks it felt like he wasn't the starter. But he was the one with the most
Interesting.
potential in that backfield. So that means
Yeah.
Denver has to make a move at running back. Okay, cool.
Uh-huh. I
I'd
mean,
like to
yeah.
I'd like to say that I just broke that on here before Adam Schefter tweeted it out, so I'm feeling good about that.
I feel like Adam Schefter's like is he on a downfall or something? I feel like Rap Sheet's reporting all of these now. Is this
I
the
do feel like Rap
all?
has beaten him more lately.
What do you call it? Not like downfall. Like there's some Gen Z lingo I'm thinking about. Like
He's cooked.
I guess. I
I don't know.
mean,
There's so
no,
much
like
so much
yeah,
lingo.
it's just like yeah. I don't know. Anyway, it's
He's
definitely not
trending down.
awkward.
He's taking L's.
Right. I guess it's just downfall. It's Schefter's downfall.
He'll be all right. He's still pretty fast, but the fact that I read it from someone else and read it out loud on this live stream before he tweeted it out is something. Like, I'm calling that a big W. We should be going viral right now.
For sure, right. I mean, if you report before Schefter, then it's impressive.
Yeah, and Football for Fun just reported it before Schefter, so I mean, where are all of our subscribers? Hello, Socks. Welcome to the stream. It has been a minute, hasn't it?
Been a minute. How's it going?
Yeah, we were just talking about how Javante Williams is going to Dallas. Dallas really is going all in this offseason, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, they signed a running back. Uh,
Just like last year.
it-
But they save more money this time.
right, that's true. And probably a little bit more production, you would think.
Probably.
Um, yeah, great. Mm, all right, let me just open this on my phone, and then I think we'll be officially good to go.
All right.
Let's do this thing.
What do you mean, Socks? What does my
Yeah,
cool
what do you mean?
mustache have to do with anything?
What do you mean? What do you mean that? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I actually don't know what he was saying that to.
Maybe because only Isaac has a cool. That's why no subs. Hmm.
Oh. Oh, maybe.
Oh, because you like we report before Schefter, so where's our subs? I don't know.
I
Daniel,
see.
get cool mustache. I could certainly grow a mustache. I don't know if it'd be cool though. That's the problem.
I mean, that's
All
very
right.
subjective. Mine was getting made fun of the other night, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready to go
I'm ready. Yep, I'm ready.
with our intro? All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome everyone to another episode of Football for Fun. I am Depressed the Texans fan.
I'm delusional the Panthers fan. Welcome in today, guys. Free agency started today, and we've had a lot going on. What do you think, Daniel?
Yeah, I mean, a lot went on. I mean, it's just like too much to keep up with, right? Just like one minute Josh Allen gets like, the highest contract. Miles Garrett got paid and like, it's just like then all these guys signed, you get like top developing stories about, just some of like a lot of like big name receivers like Cooper Cup, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, OBJ, right? So,
Right,
it's
OBJ.
yeah, right.
We're not
Yeah,
going
I
to talk
can't
about
forget.
OBJ today, guys. That's not happening. Just
Yes,
no.
I mean OBJ is a free agent, but he's not in the news for the right reasons. But yeah, I mean, just like a lot of stuff going on. Some stuff with our teams. I'd say like our, the Panthers and Texans' biggest moves were, or biggest news were probably more disappointments, or on the disappointing side, if anything. You know, our starting left tackle got traded. Milton Williams, right?
Man, he
That's his
used
name.
us. Milton Williams used us to make more money from the Patriots. You can't blame the guy. But
For
oh
sure.
man,
Right. Well, I think we were gonna start. Actually, what was our plan? We were gonna start with our teams, right?
I don't think we actually made a plan, but now we're gonna start with our teams because easy.
Yeah. Do you want to go? Do you want to get your Milton Williams rant over with? I want to hear it.
Yeah, let's do it since Sox is here to hear it. I mean, he's pretty happy. I know the Patriots are very happy to have been the team to overpay Milton Williams. I thought it was
Yeah,
going to be
Patriots
us.
had a good day, I thought.
Oh yeah, no, they should be happy. Patriots fans should be very happy today. I think Panthers fans should be happy today too. I say that as a Panthers fan who would be the first in line to be pessimistic about my team, but I think we had a good day. The only sour note was when Milton Williams did not come to Carolina, and I was only upset about that because so many high quality reporters had broke the news already. Like, yeah, Milton Williams, he's coming to Carolina. They're signing the deal, and then 10 minutes later, we're hearing, wait, nope, that didn't actually happen. Another 10 minutes later, he's a Patriot. So that kind of sucked. But since then, we've signed a couple of other defensive tackles who, they might not be as noteworthy, but at least not by name. I don't know much about them, but from a little bit of research, we spent less money to add more guys on defense. And they are going to make our league worst run defense last season a lot better. We should at very least be average this season. So as a Panthers fan, I think that's a win that we did not overpay Milton Williams and we got a couple other guys. So I'm happy. Patriots fans,
Sure.
you should be happy you got Williams. He's probably going to be pretty good for your defense. I don't really know. I'm not an expert on the defense. I'm a lot better taking guesses about offense. So in that regard, we can kind of go over to Houston with the Laramie Tunsil trade. Like, what are you thinking about that? What was that all about?
So I have mixed feelings. I think, the initial gut reaction is that, like, it's so counterintuitive because CJ Stroud has been getting killed behind this offensive line. And then you trade, like, the only, like, all pro out of that offensive line. So now it's going to be, like, like Titus Howard and, like, Blake Fisher or some crap like that on the O line. I thought, like, I think there are just some things you have to think about. Like, obviously, Laramie Tunsil's a great player, and, like, Washington's, lucky to have him. And, like, I think Jaden Daniels is going to be really lucky to have him. Well, not, like, lucky, but you see what I'm
I mean,
saying.
he's going to be happy to have one of the better left tackles in the league defending him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of what happened with, like, back when Deshaun Watson was good and a good guy on the field, off the field as well. Laramie Tunsil was traded from Miami, who at the time was a dumpster fire. I don't know if you remember that team. Like,
Yeah,
they were
that
like,
was
I
rough
think
for them.
yeah, and like apparently the locker room was gonna riot if Laramie got traded. And obviously different scenario. Laramie's much older now, but Deshaun Watson just like that just got one of the best left tackles in the league. And like I'd even say like now, like obviously Laramie's a little older, but he might be like I don't know if I would say he's better. Maybe he's just worse just because of age. But you would think he's like smarter and stuff, now, just more experience and things like
Yeah,
that.
his football
Um,
IQ should be a lot higher nowadays, and he's got all the experience. He's
I don't
still
know
one of the
why
best.
football IQ can't translate to like false starts. That was a problem, but I guess we don't have to deal
Yeah,
with
he was
that.
what third in the league in false starts last season.
Probably. I mean, I don't even check. I
Weird.
think he got like 7 penalties against the Vikings or something like that. But so I thought in that regard, and given the fact that we are about to pay CJ Stroud, now I don't know if CJ is going to reset the market. I think it'll depend on how he plays this coming year. Like, is he still going to be on a slump? Is he going to have another good season? But
There's
regardless,
a
CJ is going to
realistic
be
scenario. He commands 50 million a year from you guys, right?
yeah, for real. I mean, he's gonna be guaranteed like over 100 million for sure, and that's just about like I mean, what was Josh Allen's contract? I actually don't have those numbers in front of me. I have it, or I said I didn't, but now I have it right here. 6 years, 330 million guaranteed. Was 330 divided by six? That's 55. I mean, yeah, he probably will, demand like 50, if not even more than that. So
Wasn't Dak
we
getting
are.
close to 60 million a year too last year?
That
I know
probably
it must
sounds
have been
right.
different. It must have been set up differently because Josh Allen is making more. Like historically, he's the highest
Yeah,
paid, but I don't really
yeah,
know.
Dak.
I just know that if
He
Dak
got
is commanding that,
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that might be right. 250 million. Yeah. So, all that to say, Laramie Tunzel was like taking a decent amount of this. I don't remember what he was paid. I want to say it was like 30 million a year or something like that. And I think, like, and I know I put this in the server, like, someone on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, like, they said something that's actually sums it pretty well, which is that we are kind of operating like we are about to pay, CJ Stroud, like, top of the dollar money. Like, we're probably not going to re-sign Diggs. We signed just some, like, quality but depth, wide receiver twos, threes, like Christian Kirk, Braxton Berrios, is there someone else? Oh, the guy from the Chiefs, Watson, Justin
Watson,
Watson.
yeah.
And obviously we still have Nico Collins who's under contract, and Dalton Schultz and Joe Mixon. So I guess something has to take, but obviously what I would be concerned about is the O line, and a little bit concerning that, like, we haven't really gone after anyone yet. But maybe there's still room. I'm not exactly sure. And obviously there's the draft. And maybe you just rely on guys developing. I don't know. The offensive line kind of sucked last year, so I don't know if we can necessarily rely on that for CJ not to end up, in the hospital. But I don't know. I guess I'm fine. I mean, second round pick is fine. We basically got, I think, or was it a third round pick or second? I
Yeah, you
think.
got a, I think the second round pick in 26, and then a third and a fourth, and maybe a
Right.
seventh as well.
It's a third this year, and then a second next. I mean, we swapped fourth round picks, right? So I'm just kind of canceling those
Oh,
out
right.
mentally.
I think that's
We
right.
had to give, yeah. So it's a third this year and a second next year, which I feel like next year we're gonna kind of be thankful that we have that second round pick, because it's just like, I don't know, it's another pick in the second round. I assume we'll have our original one. You never know what happens with it, but next year we could have, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 picks in like the top 100 or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. If my math is correct. Yeah. So I'm not too mad. I'm probably not as mad as like a lot of Texans fans are, but definitely a little bit concerned. Like, what's our plan on the offensive line? Like, we haven't signed anyone yet. There's no guarantee in the draft, so we'll see.
Yeah. For my take on it is it's definitely a win for Washington to be able to improve the offensive line, assuming
Yes.
that Laramie Tunsil doesn't immediately decline next season and suddenly he's not any good. But this looks like a big win for Washington, and then for Houston, I think it really just depends on what the plan is going to be for the offensive line, because, like you said, you need an offensive line. It wasn't great last year, even with Tunzel, so you're going to have to fix it up somehow. I don't know what that's going to take. I don't know how many guys you sign in free agency. I don't know how much you rely on the draft. I think you definitely use your first round pick on a lineman, and you should be able
This point,
to. But I I can't really judge it until we see what the plan is, because there's no way they traded away Tunsil without something in mind, right? That's too good of a player to just give up with no plan in mind. So I imagine there's a
yeah.
plan, and we're gonna find out what it is, and then we can judge it ourselves from there.
Yeah, right. And this is just like one of those things where, like, just a good reminder generally that, like, we can grade like free agency and everything, but obviously nothing's gonna be set in stone until the games play, which is like several months from now. So you never know. Like, Nick Casario could just, like, just build this offensive line that's like, like, just that's like basically like a castle wall, although I highly doubt that's gonna be the case. I feel like we're still gonna have some issues, but that could be the case. Laramie Tunzel could decline. It was like, it's like the Bill Belichick, like, just move off the player a little bit too early, then a little bit too late, right? And so, like, um, but yeah, I do agree. I think it's good for Washington. I think Laramie Tunzel is still gonna be good at least for a few more years, and Jane Daniels has some solid blindside protection. For however long Laramie is over there. And yeah, as far as the other Texan signings, I'm not really. I mean, we re-signed a couple players. Oh shoot, Sheldon Rankins, I think, and some other guy. Basically, two like guys on the defensive line. We re-signed, which I thought was pretty good. Our defense last year was very solid, so to kind of have some of those guys come back is really
No, that's
good.
that's definitely a win to keep a lot of the players from last year intact on the team.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we signed. We had traded for Christian Kirk, but I think we already reacted to that. Braxton Berrios we signed, which probably doesn't really mean much. Although his girlfriend's some like TikTok influencer or something. I saw the memes. It's like, whatever her name is, she's not gonna enjoy moving from Miami to Houston. Like, okay, I mean, like, whatever.
Well,
You're probably worth millions at that point. Like, it's just like,
yeah, I think it'll
I
be
mean,
fine.
yeah, I think it'll be fine too. Is Mac Hollins a Sigma move, Daniel? Yeah, we were actually discussing this before we recorded, which is funny because like we'll like get the recording set up and already just kind of start talking before we're like on the podcast. So I have a little mini podcast before we actually go live. We were talking about and trying to discuss like where Mac Hollins sort of like ranked in the depth chart. Because you guys have oh gosh,
They got Kayshawn, and they've got
yes,
Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick. Who is the number one receiver?
It was Bourne, right?
Is it Bourne? No,
I assume it was Bourne, unless
Demario
there's someone else.
Douglas. He's listed higher on the.
Oh
chart.
yeah, Douglas.
Mario Douglas. I mean, I don't know. It's like, was he actually that good?
They didn't have anyone
right.
last year who was a wide receiver 1 or 2.
Right. Dang, invite me to go. I was right, if only. Yeah. So I think Mac Hollins, at the very least, is a really good veteran presence for Drake May. Now, I don't know if you want that, like the version of the veteran presence that's gonna, teach Drake May to like not wear shoes and like, go shirtless and like practice and things like that. But as far as like the playing goes, I think Mac Hollins is a really solid veteran presence. Probably not gonna win Super Bowl MVP or anything like that, but it seems like a solid signing.
Hey, the Broncos are signing Dre Greenlaw, from the linebacker from the 49ers. So that is the second 49er to leave San Francisco and join Denver today, because they also got Talanoa Hufanga earlier today. So
Right.
Denver's defense was good last year, right? Like, they're looking pretty good for next season.
For sure. Wait, sorry. Who's the 49ers player who just got signed?
Linebacker Dre Greenlaw.
Ray Greenlaw. Okay. Is that like just in like this minute or whatever?
That's what I'm seeing.
Cool.
From a
Was it Dre Greenlaw or was it Javon Kinlaw who got hurt in that Super Bowl? Like just walking on the field or something?
Oh, jeez.
I think it was.
No, I want to say it was Kinlaw.
I think it was Kinlaw. He's not Watson Chill. Okay. I assume you're talking about Drake May is not Deshaun Watson. So
well, where did that come
that's right.
from?
Where did that come from? Yeah.
Okay then.
I was just saying, like, I don't think Mac Hollins needs to be like, Drake May. Drake May can like learn from Mac Hollins. Oh, that was kind of weird. I was saying like veteran presence in the sense of like it needs to like rely on someone in the passing game. Like there's Mac Hollins. Like I don't know.
Honestly, I feel like the biggest benefit to having Mac Hollins in that locker room is just the personality he has. I don't think he's actually going to contribute much on the field. But...
Oh, you know what I thought you were going to say, which I think is also a good point, is division rival. He was just on the Bills, right?
Oh yeah.
So
maybe there's some insight there.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty common theme of like division rivals, just like Zach Wilson going to the Dolphins. Like is that like exactly coincidence? So yeah, no, cool. Anything else? Then I guess if not, we could just like fire away with everything that's happened since last night.
Yeah, we can start firing away for sure. I don't think I have anything more to add about my team that wouldn't be covered. Like I don't even know the names of the guys that we signed, so I can't really go into detail about that. I'm still learning, man. I don't know these guys. I am happy. I will say we extended J.C. Horn earlier today. I think that was the first thing we did.
Oh yeah, that's
like
yeah.
4 years, $100 million, highest paid defensive back in the league now in league history. Some people say we overpaid. I say when he's healthy, he is a top 3 to 5 cornerback in the league. So I think it's a good move considering Sauce Gardner. He's gonna get even more money. You said Stingley. He's probably gonna get more money than that too. So like, I think it was good to pay him right now instead of waiting till it gets more expensive.
Yeah, definitely. You just like you get him locked up. Just you don't have to wait for like Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley. Who else were you saying? Were you saying Surtain Or
Oh yeah, I said Certain in the server earlier. I think he signed an extension last season though, so maybe that won't happen. And
yeah,
probably
I
next season
probably
is
not.
when they'll adjust his contract to give him more money if he wants it.
Right. Yeah, but no, the point being that you don't like wait for I mean the Devon. Devon was on like an
He was
episode
here
or
at
two
our
ago.
comeback stream.
Yeah, he's alive and kicking it. Oh, he's doing well.
Yeah, but
Devin.
we gotta pay players before it gets more expensive. Like you're seeing Cincinnati right now. You know they got Jamar Chase who they need to pay. And they didn't pay him last season, and then he had the Triple Crown season in 2024, and now he's gonna cost even more money.
That's just a
You got
mess. Yeah.
T Higgins. They keep franchise tagging him. He's getting more expensive. Trey Hendrickson. They're gonna have to let him go because they can't afford all three of those guys. You gotta
There
pay
was
your
some
guys.
like random report. This was a few days ago. Like apparently, I think it's just rumors, but like Joe Burrow is like not happy with the Bengals organization.
I
It's just a
saw
matter
that
of
like
time.
30 minutes ago, man.
Oh, did you? I
Yeah,
probably saw that
I
like
saw it
three.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
probably nothing. It's probably nothing. But I mean, that would be wild if next offseason he's requesting a trade.
no, things would have to be really bad. I think the Bengals will be fine. Like if they're just like 11-6, a playoff team, one of the best offenses in the NFL. I mean, they'll pay Jamar. They might have to like, break the bank for him, but like I'm sure they'll do it. And like
What choice do they
T
have,
is probably
honestly?
what's that?
Regarding Jamar Chase, like what choice do they have? They've got to pay him.
Yeah. Imagine you just let Jamar Chase. Imagine I mean, especially like I guess you could tag and train, but if you just let him walk, imagine he goes like the Pittsburgh Steelers or something like that. Like you will not hear the end of it. Or
Oh
like
man,
the
can't
Ravens.
imagine.
Like yeah, that would be crazy. All right, well let's just kind of fire through these moves. Some of them happened last night was pretty significant. You got Josh Allen getting extended, DK Metcalf traded to the Steelers, and that was mainly it, I think, as far as like just kind of like moves from last night.
Was the Devontae move last night, or was that 2 nights ago?
Oh, Devontae was, I think it was a little earlier, which
That
is
might
why
have
I
been
don't
two
see it
nights.
here.
Yeah, because it was Devontae to the
It
Rams
really
and
was.
then
No, you're
Geno
right.
trade.
Yes, and Ernest Jones, like that matters. But
I don't know who that is,
yeah, so
honestly.
Devontae Adams to the Rams. I was saying in the server earlier, the Rams currently have Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, and Puka Nacua all on the same roster, so they're going to be explosive on offense, right?
Yeah, no, they're definitely all going to be on the roster next season. That's going to happen. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I'm seeing
joking
from
aside,
Rappaport.
you
This
got
is kind of
Devontae.
minor. Rappaport is saying that the Chargers are close to a deal with Najee Harris for the running back position.
Najee Harris, okay. I mean, seems solid. We have
They're
our
going from
Steelers
J.K.
fan.
Dobbins to Najee Harris. That's kind of interesting. It feels like a lateral move.
Wait, JK, so JK's not staying?
I would think not if they're gonna sign Najee Harris because he's a free agent too,
Interesting.
isn't he? J.K. Dobbins.
Is J.K. Dobbins free agent?
I think so.
Cup is he cut? Yeah, I know that. I was joking. J.K. Dobbins. I guess he is a free agent. Yeah, wow. But he's only 26. That's a little younger than I thought. I think it's Gus Edwards who's like 30 or something, right?
I think so.
Apparently, no. Najee is apparently might go to L.A. Najee,
That's what it's looking like according to Rap. Yeah, it doesn't
right?
sound like you're getting Najee back. I'd say I'm sorry, but I think that's probably good for you guys. Najee was not very good. It
It's not
was
like
painful to
Najee's
watch
like
him run.
it's not like Najee's like the Pittsburgh Saquon or anything like that. Like I think he'll be okay.
I do not know how he kept getting to 1,000 yards every season. Like it was rough. He's not very efficient.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna upgrade at running back. Actually, Steelers could be a team to watch to try to get Ashton Genty in the draft. That wouldn't be too surprising. I mean, they got all the other weapons they need in offense. If they sign Aaron Rodgers, which is what it also has been sounding like, I'm sure Steelers
Yeah, I
fans
imagine
are
that.
very
That's
happy about that.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, the Steelers don't have a quarterback. Like, right?
No, I mean, no one under contract. It doesn't sound
They
like
literally don't
Russ is coming
have
back.
anyone nowhere under contract. Yeah, I mean, like, you could get
Fields
Russ back.
Fields is a Jet, which I think is good for him. And I mean, what were the Jets going to do this season anyway? Honestly,
Honestly, yeah, like roll with Tyrod. I was saying in the server earlier, like, yes, like we know Justin Fields and the Jets is not going to work because Justin Fields hasn't been very good and the Jets are like horrible. But if you're Justin Fields, like you take the money you can get. I think he got what 30 million guaranteed.
Sounds
Like he
right.
got his contract was like 2 years, 40 million with 30 guaranteed. Like if you're Fields, you just take it. And, like just like
And
make
that's
good
the best you're
investments.
gonna
You're
get
set for
if you're
life.
Justin Fields. Yeah,
Yes, Justin Fields is a Jet.
he
Justin
is indeed.
Fields, the Aaron Rodgers successor, if that means anything.
It That's kind of funny since Aaron Rodgers is supposed to go to the Steelers.
Right.
They're just swapping places.
That is funny. That actually is very funny. Cub for seventh. Who says no? I think it's like contract stuff is kind of the implication. Like you'd have to pay him a ton of money too, and it's just like I don't know. Maybe someone will swoop in and just give an offer like that, but it hasn't happened
It'll be the
yet. So
Chargers or the Patriots probably. I don't
mhm.
I don't think you're gonna have to worry about the Panthers in that one, Sox. I don't think we're going after him.
Oh yeah,
We're
you
trying to
did
get
miss a
younger.
lot. So we're gonna try to like go through, and since we have our, oh yeah, Josh Allen extended, and we didn't really talk about that much, but I mean, Josh Allen, like top 2 or 3 quarterback in the league. You didn't realize like he wasn't even up for an extension, but like their GM's like, we gotta make sure this gets done. I don't know any qualms. I
Weird
mean, I don't
Packers
think
fan
anyone's.
says my mother, a Steelers fan, would have a headache if Rodgers went to the Steelers. That'd be fun. Yeah, Pickett to the Browns.
Yeah,
They traded for him. I don't know why. A Super Bowl champion Pickett that he's gonna lead them to the playoffs.
yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys, but Rodgers to the Steelers sounds like it's going to happen. I don't like it for the Steelers myself. I've said for a while they should not go after Rodgers, but at this point, what else are you going to do?
I mean, it's either for Rodgers, it's either Steelers, what Giants or Vikings
The Steelers are his
or
best
Titans.
option, and the
Fine.
Steelers should have.
I'm saying like of all the options because like he's not going to Seattle now. Was it wait who did someone else sign a quarterback or was it just Sam Darnold and the
I mean,
Seahawks?
I think that's the only. It was Darnold to Seattle, and then Fields to the Jets. I think that's it.
And not like he's going back to the Jets. Right. So yeah, I mean I don't know. He could go to the Titans. I mean like as a Texans fan, I guess I'd be fine with it. I mean I'd rather the Titans stick with Will Levis than sign Aaron Rodgers because like
Either way, they're
you
getting
know.
memed.
Right. Yeah, but with like Rogers, you never know. Like he was once at grave. He just like catches like lightning in a bottle. Like it could be a little scary. But LeBron to Pats, who says no? I don't know. It's like a minority sharehold owner. Like that could work, but
How
I
about
don't know
LeBron
about him.
says no? I think he wants to stay in LA.
Yeah, probably
With
not the
his son.
Vikings. I don't think I think the Vikings will just kind of like just build around McCarthy is my
Yeah,
guess.
that's definitely what we're seeing from Minnesota so far. They're not making any
I
quarterback
mean,
moves.
I don't
They're gonna roll with
unless
McCarthy.
they believe in McCarthy. I don't really see why you'd bring in Aaron Rodgers. It's not like he's proven to still be some great quarterback. Like you're just kind of you just if you're kind of bringing him on if you're like desperate just need someone. Which yeah, at this point it's like the Steelers or the Giants or the Titans.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the Giants are still gonna try to trade up in the draft and get their quarterback there, but they'd rather have a veteran to help that quarterback come into the league. I don't know what the Titans are doing. I've got no idea because I'm. It sounds like they're gonna trade out of the top pick with the
That
Giants.
would be crazy if so. Unless it's just one spot, like you feel like
Yeah,
you'd want to
they've
get
drafted
your
three, so maybe they still get a quarterback. Um, I don't know what they're
right.
doing though. It's hard to tell what the Titans are up to. But I mean, if the Steelers, for the people who are saying no Rodgers to the Steelers, what do you guys do at quarterback if you don't get Aaron Rodgers at this point? You missed out on Sam Darnold. You let Justin Fields go to the Jets. Do you really want to ride it out
Good
with
point.
Russell Wilson again? You've already seen what that looks like. What else
I
have you
feel like
got?
Russell Wilson should be the same qualms. Like even what wouldn't you rather have Aaron Rodgers than Russell Wilson
I would. If it was my
for a
team,
year?
I would rather have Aaron Rodgers. I would
Maybe
feel
for like
the potential's
maybe for
higher.
like 2 years, 3 years, maybe Russell would be better. But I think this year, right here, right now, Aaron Rodgers is better.
Well, the Steelers are obviously trying to win. now. Like, their defense is only getting older, and they just pulled off the trade for DK Metcalf. I think they believe that with the right quarterback, they can start winning playoff games because they're refusing to go backwards. They're not blowing it up. They're trying to make moves to win in the near future. That's what the
For
DK
sure.
Metcalf trade seems to indicate, at least. Like, you're giving him a 5-year contract. They're trying to win. So I'm guessing they're going to go after Rodgers, and then hopefully they have some kind of plan long term. I think we were talking about the other night, if they were to go after Rodgers, maybe they want to draft somebody, in the second round, like Jackson Dart if he's there. Although it sounds like
Mhm.
he won't last that long. I don't really know. But I posed the question,
Yeah,
Steelers fans, if you don't get Aaron Rodgers, what are you doing at quarterback? You don't have to like it, but it's your only choice at this point.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
you guys got Darius Slay, so your secondary is going to be pretty good. He's your
yeah, for sure.
CB2.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, that's great. I mean, we talked about DK Metcalf a little bit. That's kind of next on the agenda anyway. It was a cool trade. I mean, DK's only what, 27, 28 or something like that.
Yeah, he's
And
entering his prime supposedly.
uh um who says no Tyreek to us for a third and 2026 5?
Tyreek
I
says
think
no.
Tyreek. I don't think Tyreek would do that.
I don't think he
And
wants to be
also
a Patriot.
division rival trade, one of the best players in the league, like that just doesn't make. I think both sides say no.
You'd have to give up more money to get them to do that, or not more money, more compensation, a higher draft pick. Give them at least a first rounder.
Right. Yeah, for
Because
sure.
not only would they be giving you a big weapon, they're helping you develop your quarterback. They don't want to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's just not happening. Okay,
It'd be
JC
one of the
Horn
dumbest
extended.
things you could do if you're the Dolphins is trade Tyreek Hill to the Patriots.
Okay, let's not roast socks like the old days. We can temper it down a little bit. Let's see.
I mean,
Khalil
look, if
Mack
they
on
if they want to give up a first round pick, they could do it. I mean, Sox isn't if that's what you want, Sox, then you could do it.
trade Watt and a handful of picks for Titans first and grab a top QB.
I don't like
I don't know. I
the
appreciate
quarterbacks enough to do that.
Yeah, and it's just like it's like you're gonna trade like your mortgage your future for Cam Ward, and also
I
like
would I
for
would do
the
it if there was a better prospect in this draft, though. I mean,
for the
TJ
yeah
Watt's
for the
getting older.
Titans, like what does TJ Watt do if you have Will Levis on the field? Like, I think it also makes sense. No sense for both sides.
That would be terrible for Watt. You'd feel bad for the guy.
Imagine you're like a lifelong Steeler. You're like just a cornerstone, and then you're on the Titans with
Your
Will
career is
Levis.
over.
Yeah, right. Your career would be over.
So if it's
But
the
at least
20, I think that's an idea for next year, though. I'll say that because then I've said for a while I love the draft class for next draft 2026. If they want to trade up for a quarterback, next year's the year to do it.
right. Yeah, Watt's not going anywhere. Okay, Khalil Mack is back. That's not really the most, I don't know,
Yeah, just
headlining
so-and-so.
news. Hassan Reddick is on the Bucks.
Don't love
Um,
that. Don't love that. But we've got an
Oh,
offensive line, so it's fine.
okay, that's fine. Let's
Former
see.
Panthers
Oh yeah,
in
Chris
Tampa Bay.
Godwin stayed. Chris Godwin's also staying on the Bucks.
I
Another
didn't
move
like
I'm
I
sure
didn't like
you
seeing that either. That was
oh,
no.
about.
It's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. During our kind of pre-podcast, podcast, we were kind of discussing we all thought Chris Godwin would be on the Patriots, like the Steelers, the Bills, something like Chargers or something, and no, he's just back in Tampa. Like,
Yeah. I
yeah, I
didn't
guess
I didn't think
he
he'd take a
likes
pay cut to stay. I mean, good for him, honestly. More players should do that.
yeah, if that report is accurate that he turned down $10 million to go to Tampa instead of New England, that's a little bit that's interesting. I mean, I feel like is this his third contract or his second?
I think this would be his
It's
third.
yeah. I feel like he had gotten. Yeah, I feel like when Brady was there, they were trying to work on an extension. He's 29.
That
Yeah, that would
sounds
be his
right.
third contract.
Yeah, he should
Um,
be on his third.
So yeah, he's already. I guess it kind of makes more sense now he's on his third contract. He's just trying to win. He's in a good system. I don't know if Tampa is going to be in a position to win a Super Bowl. But if Baker, just kind of keeps playing like he's playing, then you feel like they have a chance, right?
And that offense is going to give them a chance against most teams in the league. So, I mean, I could see it. If they keep building on defense, I could see it.
Yeah, I can see you dying inside, saying, I don't even
Yeah.
see your face cam laugh, but I
You
feel like you're dying.
I'm dying inside saying that. It's better
Mhm.
than New Orleans though.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, New Orleans, just sucks.
It's okay. They're
But
gonna be worse in the league next year. I'm okay with that.
right, okay. Texans signed Braxton Berrios. Elijah Mitchell to the Chiefs. Not that really means anything.
Yeah, backup running back for
Commanders
them.
signed Javon Kinlaw. Let's see.
That's
What
good
was
for
the
the
next?
Commanders.
Rams bring back Jimmy G. Giants signing someone. I'm looking for the next big one. Let's see. Oh yeah, the whole Milton Williams things, we talked about that. That Jags signed Nick Mullins. I didn't even see that. Not that it even matters. Okay, now we can talk about the big signing, the big Sam Darnold to the Seahawks topic.
Yeah, I think that was the expectation the moment they stunned everyone and traded Geno to the Raiders. I mean, I was telling you last week I thought that the Raiders were going to be the team that signed Darnold, and then they traded for Geno, and I'm just like, I guess he's going to Seattle. I don't. What's going on?
Yeah.
Man?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of find it interesting. Like, obviously, I think technically tampering was illegal, but you had to think that they were talking to where it's yeah, we're gonna trade Geno, we're gonna go ahead and bring you on, we'll give you this contract, something like that.
They must have had a good idea.
It's yeah, Sam Darnold didn't have to go to Seattle. He could go to
Steelers.
I don't know. Yeah, Steelers, go back to Minnesota. Probably not the Jets, but they needed a quarterback. But yeah, who the Vikings getting? I think they're just gonna stick with McCarthy, JJ McCarthy, or Aaron Rodgers, I guess. But
that's the dream scenario. They get Rodgers for the memes, but probably not.
For sure. Yeah, probably not.
No, I like that Seattle went with Darnold. I mean, if they're not doing a total rebuild, I guess it's more like they're retooling. So they'll probably, I don't know, they're gonna build around him. I guess their offense is still gonna be functional with JSN as wide receiver 1, and then they still have Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet at running back. That's a good 1-2 punch. I think their offensive line is all right. I don't really know honestly, but I don't think they're bad. They're just okay. But
okay, I mean, if you can keep Geno upright, then that's probably okay.
Yeah, it probably won't be as good as Minnesota's, but they can keep building, and I don't know. They're gonna be probably better than people are saying right now. I think a lot of people are kind of guessing they're gonna be terrible next season, but they kept their best receiver, in my opinion. I don't think a lot of people outside Seattle are gonna say it, but JSN was better than DK Metcalf. I'll stick with that take. You can come after me. I believe it, but I think they're gonna be okay. Yeah. They'll be 6, 7, 8 wins. They won't be terrible, but they're not gonna compete. I don't believe, but I don't know. I like the move, but for Seattle, and I think it's good for Sam. You might as well take that money. To me, I think it's really interesting that the Raiders decided to trade for Geno and pay him what they paid him when a guy like Darnold was out there. Because I mean,
yeah, I think
Geno's.
I think that's another move. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Geno's.
Yeah,
older. I think he cost a little more too, didn't he? I don't have the contracts up, but I think that they paid more for Geno than Seattle paid for Sam.
Sam was 3 years, 110 million. Geno Smith. Oh gosh, what was it? It's not. Oh my God. I have to look it up. Geno Smith. It'll pay him between 40 to 45 million per year. So Sam Darnold, 110 divided by 3, 36. Yeah, no, Geno's more expensive.
Yeah, so the Raiders chose to trade for Geno. They gave up a draft pick and they paid him more for an older quarterback. And if we based it on last season, I would have said Sam was the better quarterback for sure. No disrespect to Geno, he was good, but I don't think you're winning a Super Bowl with either guy, to be fair. But I don't know.
I guess that Carroll connection is worth something. I mean, Geno and Pete Carroll, yeah, but like you only have a couple more years maybe of like good Geno years. Like I don't know. Feels like the Raiders and a lot of those like bad teams, they'll have like good off seasons. Like they trade for Geno, extend Max Crosby. I think they did some other stuff, but they're probably not going to be good because they're the Raiders, right?
Yeah, they're playing in probably the toughest division in the NFL in a very loaded AFC. So I wouldn't expect a whole lot. But
Right.
I don't know. We should
Yeah.
keep an eye on them. They've got weapons on offense and they've got some talent on defense. They could make some noise. I don't think they're contenders to go all the way or anything though.
Uh huh. Right. For sure. Um. Yep. Sam Darnold to the Seahawks. Let's
Good for
see.
Sam. Good
Justin
luck
Fields.
Seattle.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Justin Fields to the Jets. We already kind of talked about that. But
Good for
you know,
Fields.
I
Good
think
luck Jets. I mean,
I think it has disaster written all over it. But good for you, Justin. Like you're I don't know, made the most money you could. You're living in New York now. That's gotta be nice.
yeah, he's a
Yeah,
happy man. I don't. I didn't
yeah,
matter what the Jets did. They were gonna be in for a rough season. I think so. Oh well.
yeah, for sure. I saw like someone when they were reporting, it was like Justin Fields is gonna have Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson and Braylon Allen to work with. It's like, yeah, didn't we say the same about Aaron Rodgers last year? And it's like,
That's exactly what we said.
just because you have those guys to work with doesn't mean you're gonna be good. Cup for 6 and LA takes half contract. Who says no, guys? Uh, I don't know. I mean,
It depends on if LA can get a better offer than that.
I guess if that's the only offer, you just do it. But I don't even know if LA would want to take off half his contract. Like,
Not if
would
they
you
can just
just?
release him, right?
Yeah, they can just cut him and keep the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a big thing in all this. Like, are they gonna get a good enough offer to justify making the trade instead of just releasing him and saving the money?
Yeah, I mean, you're asking the good questions. I don't know, but
I don't know. I have not
we'll
heard a
see.
whole lot about Cooper Cup. My speculation is he'll be a Charger or a Patriot.
Sounds like it. Yeah, it is kind of interesting. Like Cooper Cup, like I feel like he's still pretty good, but he's just being like kicked to the curb. Like he's like some
He was
fifth
not that
round
far
draft.
behind
Yeah.
Puka Nakua last season when they were both on the field. In terms of
Yeah,
production, anyway.
he's 31. He'll be 32 in the offseason. So maybe that's kind of contributing. Like,
I mean,
32-year-old
the
receiver,
Rams just signed
expensive.
Devonte Adams, and he's older than Cooper Cup, isn't he? Devontae's already 32.
I guess. Yeah, he is 32. He'll be 33 in December. It's probably a money thing. Like maybe Devontae costs less. I don't know.
I doubt that. They gave
Well, I
Devontae
think
some
it's
money.
like a salary cap or cap hit thing or something like that. I think
That could
that's
be
the
it.
big implication.
I think
With
part of it could
with
also be Cup's injury history. He has not been very fortunate in that regard.
right. Devontae Adams signed a 2-year, 44 million, so only 22 million per year. I think Cup was like 25 or something.
That sounds right. If they release him, he
Three
will get
years,
paid less.
80 divided by 3, 26. High. So yeah, he's a little cheaper. Probably yeah, cheaper injury thing. I guess that kind of makes sense. Um, yeah, it is kind of weird that like no one wants Cooper Cup. He's just getting kicked to the curb. Like he's a 6th round rookie. Just got beat, for their like backup starting position or something like that. Like I don't know. I hope he contributes on a like wherever he goes, and he's good for another year or
Well,
two. I
hang on.
like him.
That
I
depends
like.
on where he goes. Let's wait and see where he goes before we say that.
Oh, I didn't mean to say like good, but I was saying I hope he contributes.
I hope he's happy. How
Like,
about that?
there we go.
I hope Cup is happy
Can't
wherever
nothing
he
wrong
goes.
for a man's happiness.
Yeah. I just hope that
Okay.
if he goes to a team I dislike, they lose all their games. Is that so harmless?
I mean, he can have the best statistics, but sure, if they lose that all their games, that would work.
Yeah, he can go to the Falcons and get 2,000 yards, and they can miss the playoffs. That's cool with me.
Yep, that is how we do it. Sorry, I kind of lost my things. Like I clicked away. I clicked on a hashtag by accident. It just kind of like took me.
Oh, whoops.
Hufanga to the Broncos. We talked about that maybe earlier. How the Broncos got Hufanga and
And they got the other guy from the Niners. Uh,
they got the
I don't remember his
what?
name
Not King.
now. It wasn't
Uh,
Kinlaw. It was Greenlaw, right? Dre Greenlaw,
Greenlaw. Right.
linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they took up some former 49ers to bolster their defense, and I don't know. I think that's good for Denver. They can focus in the draft on adding some talent on offense. They need receivers and running backs, and also a tight end
Oh, yeah.
would be nice too. Actually, it was reported earlier they were meeting with Evan Ingram, so that could be their solution at tight end.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean that would make sense for sure. And yeah, Denver. Honestly, it seems like I think about it more. It's pretty impressive what Bo Nix was able to do like last year without like household names at excuse me on offense or anything like that. So how did you forget Greenlaw's name? Well, it's like Greenlaw and like Javon Kinlaw. We get
Yeah,
those like
we were
mixed up.
mixing them up earlier. It's not our fault that
Yeah,
they have similar names.
yeah, right. They both played defense on the Niners. So we'll see. Maybe one or both of them will just make us not forget. If they like play really well, is what I'm trying to say. Um, so Josh Palmer to the Bills seems like a pretty good move. I mean, Josh Palmer, you always
He'll
thought
be
was
a
kind
good
of
wide receiver
productive.
3.
Yeah, you always thought he was kind of productive in LA when it was yeah, it was always like Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. He was just kind of always there as like the third. And yeah, no, he'll be solid. He'll be solid. Um, let's see. Cardinals signing Josh Sweat, a 4-year deal worth 76 million.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
That's
you got
good.
like
He's reuniting with Jonathan Gannon in Arizona, so it's probably a smart move for the Cardinals. It's a move. I don't.
yeah,
All I know there is a lot of Panthers fans wanted Josh Sweat, so they were unhappy that that happened. But also, they gave him a lot of money, so I don't know. We'll see how that works out.
right. Yep, we'll see how that works out. 49ers signed tight end Luke Farrell. Again, no idea who that is.
Never heard of him.
Right. Uh Bears are signing a 3-year deal with Grady. Isn't Grady Jarrett old? Or am I thinking of someone else?
No, he came from Atlanta. They released him this morning. He's
He's
around.
31. Oh, he's
He's
not
in his
old as I
30s.
thought.
Okay.
Okay, so the Bears signed Grady Jarrett. I mean, seems like the Bears on paper having a good off season, but again, like
Oh, have you seen the
the
memes?
Bears.
They're the off-season champs again for the third year in a row.
Nice. Woohoo! Bears.
It might be
Um,
legit this time. We gotta stop joking. They've been Johnson, okay? It might be legit.
yes. The Titans are among the teams targeting free agent quarterback Russell Wilson. Oh, Russell Wilson to the Titans. As a Texans fan, I'm so scared. Whatsoever will I do? I'm gonna hide under
Man,
my
you guys
covers.
aren't gonna win your division if that happens. That's crazy.
I know it's Super Bowl champion Russell Wilson takes the field for the Titans. Like, oh no!
And yeah, and then
Like,
imagine all the mentorship for Will Levis. Then Levis would be Hall of Fame quarterback after that.
right, for sure. Yes, he can get mentorship in both, playing and cringiness. Gee, who could be a Panthers fan here? They must be crazy.
That's me.
Yeah.
Although I go by
Yep.
delusional around here. I'm delusional. We're winning the Super Bowl,
Right.
by the way. Have you seen our free agency this year? We are winning the Super Bowl. All right, just trust me.
Yep. Tunzel to the Commanders, where we talked about that. Jeremy Chin, Patrick Jones, Dante Jackson, Brandon Stevens. Never heard of the guy. Brandon Stevens, a guy I've never heard of, getting 36 million is kind of crazy
Oh, Russell
for
to
the
the Titans
Jets.
is not a thing yet. We were joking. It's a rumor
No,
that
no,
they
yeah,
like him.
there's like a rumor there, yeah. Well, it should happen. Packers signed Nate
Why am I
Hobbs
being
to play.
hushed? What did I say?
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, what about this? The league changing, league altering move. This is going to change the course of NFL history forever. Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett signs with the Cleveland Browns, a poverty franchise, Can Kenny Pickett turn things around for the
Man,
Browns?
I'm so glad Cleveland finally has an answer at quarterback. They have needed a Super Bowl champion to lead them for so long, and they finally have it.
I know. I mean, you had the whole Deshaun Watson fiasco. I mean, Baker Mayfield, like you thought might work for a minute, but obviously that kind of flamed. And just like all those random quarterbacks, like your Brian Hoyers, your Johnny Manziel's, like I don't know, Terrell Pryor or something like that. Like, but you finally found your savior, your Messiah. You found Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl winning Kenny Pickett.
I think
Um,
that's just such an amazing move, and they got him super cheap too. Hardly had to give anything up, just a backup quarterback.
I know, yeah. Traded what, a fifth round pick and Dorian Thompson Robinson. I mean, Dorian Thompson Robinson is not a Super Bowl champion, so I
Yeah,
think that's a pretty
exactly. Okay, in reality
yeah.
though, that was a weird trade to see happen. Like, because they gave if it was just a straight up swap between DTR and Pickett, fine, I guess. But you're also giving away a pick. I mean, why?
I mean, I guess the arguments that like Kenny Pickett has started games before, like I think he still has a winning record as a starter. I mean, I think he does because like the
That's
Steelers were never bad.
that's kind of funny
So
if
you could
that's the
kind of
case.
Yeah, he is 15-10 as a starter. So it's kind of like the whole like Jimmy Garoppolo thing. Like he had a winning record as a starter, but like, at some point he's just not that good. But you
Yeah,
could
not good
kind
enough
of
to
like
start.
I don't even know. I don't think he'd do that good in Cleveland though. Like if he was forced to, like start games or something, like if they like well, I guess the assumption is that Cleveland's gonna draft someone. Like Cam Ward should do whatever happens, and then just Kenny's just like
Yeah,
either the
they're sitting
backup or
at
a
two to get
very
Sanders.
what's that?
I said the thought is that they're sitting at two and they're gonna get Sanders, but that makes it weird to me that they would trade for a backup though, because they already have Watson on the roster who they're not gonna be able to get rid of.
I guess the idea is that Watson is just like not gonna be available next year.
Is that the thinking here?
I
I don't
guess
know. I have no idea what's going on with Watson. I just know
maybe
that
they
they
just
can't
maybe they just
move him.
dislike the guy so much. They're like, yeah, we have to keep you here, but you'll be like our fourth string or whatever. Like I don't know.
The
Third, I
most
guess it would be
expensive
third.
fourth string in history.
Most expensive third stringer in NFL history. Yeah, yeah. Talk about it. Right. So yeah, that was a little bit odd, but I guess it happened. I mean, for the Eagles though, I guess if they had a good grade on Dorian Thompson Robinson, like decent backup, I
I
guess.
mean, he probably fits their
Direct,
offense better than Pickett does.
Directly similar playing style to Hurts, yeah. It seems
Yeah,
like,
DTR can run, and that's how their offense tends to function. So makes sense for Philly, and they got a draft pick out of it. So why not?
yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, but Kenny Pickett's probably just a better overall player, but just for like value and stuff like that, like seems pretty good.
No, I'd make that trade without a doubt. If you can, you do.
There we go. Talk about league-changing moves. The Patriots signing Josh Dobbs to a 2-year deal.
Yeah,
Um,
they have a new starter in New England, right? The Pastronaut is
uh-huh.
going to save them, bring them back to the playoffs. Is Sock still here to
Astronaut.
hear
Yep.
that? Oh, there he is.
Drop Watson. I think there's like cap implications. Like you owe him a bunch of dead money. Like I think his cap hit at some point is gonna be like 70 something million or something like that. Like
Yikes.
I think that's the reason they just cut him.
Yeah, that's the only reason that he would still be on the roster. At the moment that they can reasonably cut him, they're going to. There's no need to keep him around. And I don't think anyone else is going to sign him, right? I would imagine not.
No. I mean,
Stay away.
especially with his injury now, like, yeah.
I
Anyway.
wouldn't even want the guy to be my backup. Just no.
Oh, I
Good.
mean, there was a time where you could maybe justify that. Like, okay, if he's like the backup, I guess that's okay. But like at this point, it's just like, ugh, like
Yeah,
he's
plus
like,
all the character issues you're taking on for a backup quarterback is not worth it for that locker room.
I'd rather have Trey Lance, because at least he's like a good guy. I don't know, but yeah,
We're gonna
Deshaun,
go with that. As far as we
yeah,
know, Trey
right.
Lance is a great person.
Yes, as far as we know. Colts signed Javarius Ward. Texans signed Justin Watson. Oh yeah, another league changing backup quarterback move. Zach Wilson to the Dolphins.
Oh yes.
Which if history says anything, he'll probably be starting games. Halfway
Yeah,
through
what
the
did I say
season.
by week 8? Tua's bound to have some injury that keeps him out, and Zach Wilson is in the game.
Who says no to Sean and 5 firsts to us for nothing? I mean, if you're willing to take on that, like his contract, and I guess you get the first round picks. I guess it's
I
worth.
don't know.
I don't
That
know, but
five first rounders, that's too valuable to, especially to a franchise that
right,
hasn't picked a whole lot in the first round lately because of Watson.
yeah, right, yes.
Funny idea though.
Sorry, you were saying something about Zach Wilson, or I don't remember.
Oh, there's not much more to say about him. I was going to say
Yeah,
though, Ward to the Colts was a pretty nice move for them, and they got a safety
Travis,
too, Bynum, I think. Byron, I don't remember his name, but he came from the Vikings.
somewhat.
Yeah, so they're kind of fixing up their secondary right now, and I don't know a whole lot about their roster overall, but that's at least a start for them to fix their secondary. You might want to watch out for them next season. Although as we both know, it's going to depend on Anthony Richardson anyway.
For sure. I mean, yeah, they're solid on defense for sure. They're for sure sort of like building on that side of the ball. So no, I think that was a pretty good signing by them.
What do we think of the Niners, by the way? Because that's the third defensive player we've named from them who has left the team. They've lost Ward, they've
I don't
lost
know.
Tufanga, and then they lost Greenlaw, right? And Kinlaw. That's four. They
Yeah,
lost four players.
yeah, they lost 4 players. I don't know. You still have a lot of your like all pros that people just use to like make the argument that Brock Purdy's not that good because he has like 10,000 all pros. But like
I'm not even
I
worried
don't
about their
know.
offense. I think getting rid of Debo is a good move, honestly. I think
Yeah,
right now, I think
I don't
Jawan
know.
Jennings is their best receiver. He was better than Debo last season and Ayuk when he was there.
Ayum, you mean Brandon
My
Ayum, who has
apologies,
never
Ayuk. I forgot.
our Lord and Savior, Brandon Ayum, is the best receiver ever.
That's all right. That's my
Actually, I think
bad.
that's our first preference on the podcast, which is
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it kind of feels it's so weird because it's like 49ers were like the team to beat in the NFC, and now they're kind of an afterthought. Like, are they just not going to be that good for the foreseeable future? Like,
Yeah, we
that
gotta
they
be
could be.
careful with that. We gotta be real
I
careful
know.
to not forget them, and then they just sneak up on everyone and they're suddenly good again. I don't know how much talent they still have on defense though. That's my only concern because I think their offense is fine with Purdy, CMC. They got Jawan Jennings. I'm all aboard the wide receiver one train for him, and then Ayum is wide receiver two, and they have Ricky Pearsall from the draft last year. And George Kittle. They're fine in offense. It's the defense that I'm wondering about now. Who do they have other than Nick Bosa?
Yeah, other than Nick Bosa, I mean, yeah, not a whole lot that I could name off the top of my
There's no
head.
one I
So
can name right now. The people I could
let's
have named have
see.
left in free agency.
49ers depth chart. No, you're right. Okay. Nick Bosa, Hargrave left, Dre Greenlaw left. They have Fred Warner. Um,
Oh right.
and yeah, yeah, he's kind of the big name. I think we forgot. And Leonard
Whoops.
Floyd. They have
Oh, is
they
he
have
still
Gross
there?
Matos. Leonard Floyd, yeah.
Okay. Gross Matos
I
isn't
think
very
that
good though. I'll
was their
confirm that as
depth
a
chart.
Panthers fan. He's
What's
fine.
that?
Gross Matos, he's not very good.
Gross
No,
Matos. Yeah.
he's not good.
Um, but yeah, no, a lot of just like randos, like D Winters as a starter, like who? But like D Winters, Nick McLeod, Malik Mustafa. Wasn't Mustafa like decent though, or am I like misremembering that?
I don't know.
Malik
I got nothing on
Mustafa.
him.
Oh, he's a rookie. Um, Let me see. An interception. I feel like he was good, but I'd have to like look at his PFF grade or something. Um, let's see. Anyway, he has 63. I don't know if that's good or bad, like for a rookie. 84,170. Okay, I guess he's all right. I think that you just saw his name a lot because Hufanga got hurt. So,
That might be the
I don't
case.
know.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why
Yeah.
they're comfortable letting Hufanga go. Because I thought he was
That's
supposedly really good in
crazy.
San Francisco, and they didn't want him to leave. But
I think Hufanga was good. Hufanga, yeah. He's only 25. That's
Trent
actually
Williams is on offense. He's an offensive tackle.
right. Trent Williams is their left tackle, right? Um,
He's getting older now.
Darius Slayton back. And let me just do a quick refresh. Although it's probably some of the
Yeah,
other
I haven't
news.
got anything new.
Yeah, see, there's Mac Hollins. Oh, this is acting up. This is sorry, 1 second. Okay, Mac Hollins. Bills are signing DT Michael Hoach.
Yeah,
Cool.
I never heard of him.
Javonte Williams, the other Dre Greenlaw, and Chargers are working on close a deal with free agent running back Najee Harris. So I think we're all caught up.
Yeah, I don't think we've missed anything. So go us.
I think
We are
you're,
doing
yeah.
great. We've not missed anything important at least. We've got all the headlines. Um, yeah, we're still waiting on more. There's still some big name receivers who need to sign, like Stephon Diggs, Amari Cooper, a guy we've named a lot. He's not a free agent, but he's going to get moved at some point. Cooper Kupp. So there's still a lot of dominoes to fall. Where do you think a guy like Stephon Diggs is going to end up?
Yeah, it seems like the reports are that I know the Chargers are going after him. I know Chargers would kind of make sense. But also you kind of thought the Chargers, just past couple of years have moved off of like Williams and Keenan Allen. So I don't know.
Funny enough,
You know,
I saw that
maybe
they were linked to Keenan Allen last night via weird
Chargers.
reunion. Yeah, I don't know how
Yeah,
valid
that
that
would be.
was, but it's kind of interesting.
I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. Diggs, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. Could the Chiefs not just make a play at him?
And then he'll get arrested next off season. But yeah, they could make a play for him. Uh, I could see that if
I
they
guess
can afford
I
it.
guess I'm surprised you didn't hear about that. Stephon Diggs next team odds. See if there's anything up.
I'm sure the Patriots have been linked to him, Chargers, all the usual suspects. Dallas is a team that should be on the radar too, just because that's where his brother is playing. So I could see that happening too.
So Patriots are most likely, according to this list, which I think was well, it's kind of outdated because it was 5 days ago. But Steelers, Patriots, Cowboys, Chargers, Ravens. Ravens would actually kind of make sense. Raiders, Packers, Chiefs, Saints. Brown. I don't think
What?
he's going to Saints, but
They don't have money. What do you mean? Okay,
right.
interesting.
Apparently, wait, where are we on this list? We're not even on this list, which is funny. Panthers are up there.
Yeah, we're not signing him.
That's actually yeah. It's a weird list. I feel well, I don't know. I guess at this point it's not really that likely, but if you're Stephon Diggs, well, I don't know. I guess you have to have both sides. I guess it takes two to tango, so we'd have to sign. But wouldn't it feel like it would be more likely he'd return than go to the Browns? I don't know, but
I would think
anyway,
so. Well, what does he want? Does he want the biggest contract he can get, or does he want to go win a ring?
right. I mean, it's not like you're
most guys lately want money.
Yeah, I guess so. Stephon Diggs to the Browns would actually be hilarious. I don't know why, but
It's so random of all the places he could go. I don't know.
right, for sure.
If I were him, I would want to go to Baltimore. I mean, I think
Yeah.
if they get Diggs, I think Baltimore's the team to beat in the AFC. So I would be looking into that.
Yes. Let me. What if I propose something? Let me do some quick rapid fire research just to make sure the facts are accurate. Okay, what about this? Um, Giants sign Aaron Rodgers, then they bring Stephon Diggs to reunite with Brian Dabble.
Okay, that would be something.
It's the Giants. Yeah, I'm not saying it would. They'd win a Super Bowl or anything, but
No,
that'd
they
be
definitely wouldn't.
interesting.
But they've got the market to at least attract those players there, and I'm sure they've got the money at this point. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
mean,
could
if
be
they
interesting. I wouldn't do
they
it
could make the.
if I were them.
No, that's fair. I don't think it'll happen, but that'll be a fun story. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers throwing to Diggs and Malik Neighbors, I know we say that all the time. You have these great receivers, and then it's the Giants, so they're not that good. But I don't know. Also, it feels like the Giants never had good receivers, and now they have Malik Neighbors. They could add someone, and if they just get a competent quarterback, then like
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I think they just need a quarterback for sure. I don't know if they would even want to add Diggs to that situation already, because I mean Neighbors is gonna probably be one of the best receivers in the league next year, and they'll have they resigned Darius Slayton. He's at least a good wide receiver 2 or 3 when healthy. So they have another guy
Oh,
there,
that's
Wandell Robinson. He was close to 1,000 yards, I think. So no, we're not talking about
oh
OBJ today. No, bad socks. Bye, weird Packers fan. Thanks for hanging out today. Nice to see you.
yeah. No, OBJ reunion with the Giants, I don't think is happening.
I don't think he's playing for any teams this season. Something tells me. I
Probably not. I mean, he probably wouldn't anyway because of just like lack of production. But yikes! That's all I have to say.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, we can move on now. We don't have to get into
Yes.
that.
So yeah. Anyway, I mean, like, what do you think? Like, just we've seen a lot of moves. So there's still like Aaron Rodgers is still out there. I don't know like of the other like top free agents like who's still just who's still waiting to be signed or waiting to
just
sign.
just the
But
receivers, I think.
there are. I mean, I guess there are. Like Amari Cooper hasn't signed. I don't think.
Yeah, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs. There aren't really a lot of
Uh,
big names this free agency, and so many players just stayed with their original teams. So that kind of
right.
lessened it a lot. We've already had the top quarterbacks moved. Aaron Rodgers is the best one left for sure, and I really don't think he's gonna make a huge difference in the NFL this season. Besides drama. Oh, there's Joey Bosa. That's right. We're still waiting to see where he
Joey Bosa,
goes.
right? Yeah, and then Cooper Cup, who we've talked about. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I still think Joey Bosa should go to the 49ers and just team up with his brother. I don't know. Oh, Tyler Lockett. I forgot about him. Tyler Lockett. I still think he's pretty decent. See where he goes.
I mean, if the Patriots, if it doesn't work out with Cooper Cup, you can always get Tyler Lockett.
I mean, he's wide receiver 1 in New England. And they could double dip,
That's true.
They could get Tyler Lockett and Cooper Cup. I wouldn't mind seeing that combination. Be
Yeah,
interesting.
I did see a report about Joey Bosa to the Niners. Like, it's funny, like in free agency, like it felt like this was 4 or 5 days ago, but it was probably just yesterday that like they were making progress on like getting Joey Bosa to the Niners. So that would be
I
cool.
don't
I
know.
mean,
We gotta wait and see. I hope it happens.
uh, we were talking about earlier, like Niners kind of need like defensive pieces. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they've got some pieces they need to replace. It seems like. Jonathan Allen was released by the Commanders. I thought he was pretty decent, decent DT.
yeah, he was great. Like not that long ago, like really good. But
Yeah, maybe
yeah,
he's not as
Jonathan
good
Allen.
anymore because they felt the need to move on, but someone's gonna pick him up and be pretty happy about it.
Yeah, I think so. He's welcome
Um,
here, I guess.
a name to watch is T. Higgins because at some point they're gonna pay Jamar Chase. Like we said earlier, they're not moving on from Jamar. I would imagine that they're not gonna end up trading T. I would be a little bit surprised by that at this point, but it's worth keeping an eye on just in
Right.
case anything develops.
Yeah, for sure.
Joey Bosa would be so good for you. I guess so. I That would be interesting. I
Yeah,
feel like you guys probably don't want him, right? You're already kind of set on defense at this point. No, you don't want to know why he's using that word so much. Just leave it be. Leave it alone. Please stop. I don't like that
right.
you just used that word. Actually, can we not? Why?
Right. For sure.
Oh, Javon Holland. He's a safety leaving Miami. He is still available. I think he was
Oh,
widely considered the top safety available. Although Panthers fans have been saying that he wasn't, and the guy we signed is, but that was only after we signed the guy. So I don't.
yeah,
I'd never
right.
heard of the guy we signed, so I got nothing. But Holland is
Sounds like
available. He seems like a very good
yeah,
safety.
makes sense.
Um, Asante Samuel Jr. Is he a free agent? Because he's on this list. I thought he was locked up
I guess
in
so.
L.A.
Yeah.
I thought he was really good though. Did he fall off
Justin
after
Reed is.
his rookie season? Oh yeah.
All right, we're talking about two different things. Who are you talking about?
Oh, I
Asante
was still.
Samuel.
I was still on Asante Samuel because I thought he was really good.
I thought he was like he had a really good game, or I thought. Did he have a wait? What team was he on? He was on the Chargers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know.
they
I
drafted him.
thought he was really good. I don't know. He was on. He was hurt last year, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Okay, I thought he had a good playoff game against the Jags. He did record like 3 interceptions in that playoff game against the Jags.
Hmm.
That big comeback. Right, because that's when like Trevor Lawrence Trevor threw like 4 or 5 picks in like the first half, and then it rallied back.
That's right. Yeah, that was a great game to watch. Oh, Kirk
But
Cousins
yeah,
is a name we need to keep in mind. He hasn't been released yet, but he's bound to be released, or I guess traded maybe at some point because he's not starting in Atlanta. I don't know where he's going,
right.
but he wants to start somewhere. I'd rather have him than
I
Aaron
guess so.
Rodgers. I'm not gonna lie. He's younger.
Yeah,
He's younger. He can
yeah,
still throw it.
yeah. That's probably fair enough. No, yeah, he probably. I mean, like yeah. I mean, obviously, like you know, there's Pittsburgh. I guess Minnesota doesn't make sense because they just moved on from him. But
That would be weird,
Titans,
but he could come be a
uh,
backup if he wants.
I guess, but
I,
I
I,
don't think
I
that's
don't think he
happening.
wants. Yeah,
Okay, it's like Justin Reed is available. I didn't even realize Justin Reed was a free agent. He was pretty good in Houston, and then he was really good in Kansas City.
yeah. It'd
Um,
be an interesting player to sign.
I guess he's welcome back if he wants, but he's paying on the price. But I don't know
Hey,
if he
heck, we'll
wants
take
that
him.
even as Johan Hargrave, Stephon Diggs,
Nick Chubb. I forgot
Jawan.
about Nick Chubb. He's still a free
Oh,
agent.
Nick Chubb. Yeah. He should come to Houston for absolutely no reason, even though
Uh
we don't
huh.
need him.
Yeah, collect all the AFC North running backs. Yeah,
Chase
go ahead and
Young
get.
is available. Chase Young, a name we haven't really heard about in a while.
Yeah, he went to New Orleans and did nothing last season.
Right. Former second overall pick, third, second, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he has
He's
untapped potential.
only 25. Yeah.
Yeah, he's worth signing
Zadarius.
for somebody out there.
Right. Aaron Rodgers, Mekhi Becton. It's a lot of names, just a lot of random names. Joey Bosa, Keenan Allen, J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins, come back home. Um, Amari Cooper, Russell Wilson, Daniel Jones is available.
Yeah,
But
people are waiting to see where he's gonna sign. To be a backup.
right, that'll be pretty interesting actually. And he seems like a solid backup.
Yeah, I
Like
wouldn't I
he's
wouldn't
not
mind
just
having him as a
starter.
backup. I just don't want him starting.
Yeah, yeah, that wouldn't be ideal. Right.
Hey, you guys are bringing back linebacker Jake Hansen. I don't know who that is, but maybe you do.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't remember that name.
Nice.
Jake Hansen.
It's a 1 year
Yeah,
deal, 1.7 million with upside to 2 million. So not a big name player. It's just what I saw when I was checking for just to see what's going on.
sounds
Make sure we
right.
haven't missed
Jake
anything.
Hansen.
But like we
Right.
said earlier, it's good to bring back the guys you had in defense last year. It's good continuity.
That's true. Oh, we drafted him in 22. Oh no, he was undrafted, so we've had him since 22. I mean, I guess that's the ultimate like undrafted free agent like story. Like you get undrafted, then you like I don't know how many if he started any games, but he has 65 career tackles, 2 sacks, one forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. So that's good. I mean, and then he's a millionaire, so congratulations, I
Yeah,
guess.
good for him. Good for him.
But
Must be nice.
yep, must be nice. I want LeBron for us. Yeah, I'm not sure if LeBron wants you guys,
Why,
unfortunately.
why do you want to sign a 40-year-old to come play for your team in a sport he's never played professionally? I would love to know that.
Isn't he hurt, or did I misread
I feel like
the
he's always
headline
hurt.
or
I
whatever?
don't, I don't know. I don't follow the NBA close enough to know.
Yeah, I got you.
I follow close enough to see the things like the Luka Doncic trade. That was fun.
Right. Yep.
Do you want LeBron because he's LeBron, or is there anything beyond that, Socks? Is it just for the memes?
I mean, yeah.
Wait, aren't
He
you a
said he
Celtics
wants.
fan?
Yeah, that would be weird. He can play tight end, dude. Y'all desperately need a tight end. He'll
Can
be
you? I can't
the
name their
like.
starting tight end. Oh, Hunter Henry. Right. Never mind. I can name him. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
They're good at tight end. You're fine, Socks. You don't need a tight end.
Yeah.
Well, there hasn't been hardly any news in the past like 15 minutes. So the Jake Hansen signing by you guys is about it. I go further back. Yeah, it's been quiet for the past 30 minutes, really. Just scrolling. There's
Yeah.
not
I
much.
feel like once we came on, that's about when things just started winding down. Um, LeBron is Red Sox owner.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah,
All right then.
that's
Good
information
for
to
him.
have.
All right. Cool. I'm not a fan of LeBron. He's too much of a crybaby, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
it's a lot. There's a lot of
force-
athletes who are like that. So
forces the team to draft his son. Like, yeah,
yeah, good for his son, I guess. I saw
I
someone the
guess. I
other day
mean,
saying how sorry they felt for his son having to be forced into the NBA, and I'm just like, force me into the NBA? I'll take that. I don't even care about all the pressure and spotlight. I'll take the money
yeah,
for the NBA.
glad you guys did this tonight. Yeah, well, that's what we do. We break news. I mean, you were quicker than Adam Schefter earlier.
That's right.
So,
I reported the Javante Adams. Good grief, that's not his name. Javante Williams signing before Adam Schefter tweeted it out. So I felt really good about that. Football for fun is on top.
yeah, I
But
think earlier when I
88
was saying like
sucks.
Adam Schefter's downfall, I was meaning fall off. I think Adam Schefter has
Ah,
fallen off.
gotcha.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
nepotism, yeah, that's exactly what it is for Bronny James. It's so
Yeah.
unfortunate for Bronny to have to play in the NBA with his dad. It's just terrible. I don't know how he does it.
Right. I know.
Well, anyway, is there anything else we need to cover? I think we've kind of got all the names.
Yeah, no, I think that's it. I mean, we could talk about Aaron Rodgers' predictions, but it seems like we both think he's probably going to go to the not the Jets, the
Yeah,
Steelers.
he's a Steeler for sure. At this point,
Mhm.
it makes too much sense this late in free agency. So, what else are they gonna do?
Right,
And that's the only
for
quarterback
sure.
move we're really waiting on at this point. Like, wherever Rodgers goes, that rolls out a place for Russ, and then Russ is going. I guess probably to the Giants. I would guess. I think. I've said they want to trade up for that top pick and draft a quarterback, and they want a veteran there. I'm guessing that's gonna put Russ in New York.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like that would be interesting. I have the stream muted. I came to roast Mr. God. Oh no, it's him. It's Devin, the one and only.
Yep, there's no one like Devin.
There's no one like Devin. Devin. Well, Devin shouldn't have the stream muted because, like, your team signed Chris Godwin. He's back. Did Tampa do? Oh, didn't Tampa get Hassan Reddick too?
They
Yeah,
got
your
Hassan
team had a
Reddick.
pretty. Yeah, I mean, like two quality signings. That'll help you
Yeah,
out.
they had the second best day amongst NFC South teams, so that's good for them.
Yep. There you go. I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, everyone thought Chris Godwin was going to like the Steelers or the Patriots or something like that, but no, Chris Godwin is a buck as he's always
We
been.
probably should have expected that. I don't know why we allowed ourselves to think otherwise. It's just
Yeah,
more
I mean,
fun, I
him and
guess.
Mike Evans consistently stayed with Tampa Bay, which is actually crazy. Like they were both on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in like 2019. I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've always been together. I mean, as long as Chris Godwin has been in the league, Mike Evans has been there.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of like funny for Chris Godwin. Like he's never since 2017. Wow. Like he's never been like a number one receiver, but that's because of Mike Evans. And I guess he's fine with it. He's just making money. He won a Super Bowl. Like life's good.
Well, I mean, I would probably say if he stayed healthy last year, he definitely would have been the wide receiver one in Tampa. So if he
Well,
can bounce
yeah,
back,
because
he'll be wide receiver one
yeah,
again. Yeah. But he
right.
was on pace to be like the best receiver in the league at all last season before he got hurt.
I did forget that. I forgot that he was like really good though. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he was having a
he's in
career
Tampa.
season.
Right. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's crazy. Yep.
All right. Well, there's no more news to break. So anything else we
Yeah.
need to speculate on?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think we kind of went over like the main sort of stuff. I guess like, you could talk a little bit about like the draft, but that still seems pretty early. And like, the Titans, like, are they going to trade down even though they don't have a quarterback? Like, the Browns, if they pick Shadur, is Dion gonna let him go there? Just storylines like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. We have to wait and get some more news on free agency before we can talk much about the draft because that's going to decide a lot. And then are the Giants going to trade up like rumor has it? I'm buying into that one. I think they're going to overpay because the coach and GM need to make a move for a quarterback to try to save their jobs for another season. So I think they're going to end up doing that. But we'll see. We'll see what
Uh,
happens.
Daniel
Time
win
will tell.
NFL imposter revival. I'm always down for NFL imposter. It just feels like we never have the people to play. But I'm always down. I mean, not always, but I'm generally down if I have free time.
All right. Do we have any questions from the chat here about
Yes,
what's happening
AMA,
in free
Q&A,
agency?
whatever. Just ask. Uh, here, AMA. Ask Isaac and I anything. Football or not football.
But preferably football. That we could keep
Yeah,
it to football so that
right.
we don't get
If it's not
dead.
football, then the topic would be great. How was your day? My day was pretty good. How about you? Or I'm saying like my day was pretty good. Not bad. It was a Monday. But how about you, Isaac? You have a pretty good day?
Oh yeah, my day was fine. Yeah. Let's see. Why am I so goth? I don't think that's a fair statement today, but you do you. When AMA dead? Never. Just never. How much to shave? You couldn't pay me enough to shave. You couldn't. No control over that, Devin.
You wish you could throw the discus like me. I don't particularly envy that skill, but good for you. I mean, I'm sure you're impressive at it.
Yeah, she is. I wish I could throw the discus further than you. Yes, I'm gonna say that. Just so I could brag about it. No, Devin. No.
No, poor guy. Yeah. Let me know if they say anything interesting, Juby. Cool. No, Devin should convert to a Saints fan.
Yeah, no, I think he can stay as a Tampa fan. I think that would be fine. I'd rather not know any Saints fans. Keep them out of my life.
Right.
Yeah, we're not gonna say anything interesting. We're not getting a lot of questions. What do you want from us? We're kind of bored. We're doing the best we can with what we've got. I'm sorry.
Isaac, when are you gonna pick up GeoGuessr and disc golf?
I have no intention of picking up either of those things. So
Devin and
sorry,
I have
Devin.
played once or twice before. It's pretty
Oh yeah.
fun.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go. I'm joking. Y'all are great. No, no, it's too late. You already said we're boring. We can't. No take backs. We're boring.
Yikes. They
Oh yeah,
lame.
lame. We're lame too. Okay. Well, there's a chance she was joking. I know Devin's not joking. We're lame. That's a shame. What are we doing wrong,
Right.
Daniel? What are we doing wrong?
I don't know. We're just lame, I guess. I guess we gotta
Oh,
be
you're correcting his
left.
grammar. You're showing him.
When brand risk coming to FFF? I don't know. I don't know. I think we're gonna be very conservative about guests. I don't know, but we've never had a
Oh,
guest,
that's what he
right?
meant.
Like, actually, what's that?
Oh, is that what he meant by brand risk?
Brand risk is my friend. Like on my chess
Oh,
stream, he's my chess friend. He's brand risk. I think you can probably come up with why. Like, he would be a risk to my personal brand whenever he comes on the stream.
okay, I got you. Fair enough.
Yes. Dude, I spent over an hour just listening to you guys. Not boring.
Or maybe
I
everything else is
appreciate.
just that boring that you had to listen to us.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. We thank you for somehow listening to us for that long. We appreciate it. We don't need
Mm-hmm.
no grammar fool. You're the grammar fool.
Right.
When is he coming to chat? Oh,
I don't know. Whenever he wants, I guess.
yeah. There
Boring.
are no football questions here.
Yeah, I could have been drinking coffee or reading. Well, I don't
That
know if you want to be
that's
drinking coffee
valid.
this late.
No,
Yeah,
she would.
fair enough.
Devin, I'm sorry that we're
I don't,
boring
I
you.
don't,
Maybe you should try listening.
you're so boring that I have you muted. Did you say that when you first got here that I was muted?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
He has us muted because he's embarrassed that someone else will hear us.
How long have you been playing golf? Uh, who? Me?
Not me.
Evan? I don't know. Yeah,
I've
I
made too many
have
mean
played
jokes about
golf.
golf to play golf.
Yeah, I drink coffee whenever. Yeah, I like coffee. Do you like coffee, Isaac? I don't remember if
Oh
you
yeah,
do.
coffee's great.
Okay, cool. Do you have a favorite type of coffee? Like, I don't know. Are you a latte guy or you just like black or I don't know. What's your like
Oh, lattes are
coffee?
good. I don't really have a favorite. Just not black.
There.
I don't I,
Oh, you
I don't
don't
want
like
it to be
black.
too
Okay.
bitter.
Yeah. Ideally, I don't drink black either, but if I need to, I don't mind.
I mean, if it's all you have and you need coffee, then why not? It's not that bad.
Nah, it's not that bad. But yeah, I like lattes too. I like cold brew. Do you like cold brew?
Yeah,
It's
it's all
pretty
right.
bitter though. Yeah,
It
it's all
depends. Yeah, it
right.
depends how bitter it is.
Oh,
Yes, I
nice,
drink
cool.
crappy
Suck.
Keurig. I'm sorry to disappoint you. How
Crappy
long
kid.
have y'all been playing basketball?
Basketball.
I mean,
Isaac and I just shooting the hoops.
yeah, didn't you guys catch our basketball stream the other day? It was great. Yeah, because we definitely play
Right.
basketball and on stream. Um, we're going to the NBA actually. Look, if LeBron's son can do it, we can
For
too.
sure. Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. No,
Um,
his son's probably very good. I don't know.
who wins a Madden match, me or you? Probably you. I'm not that good at Madden.
I can't play defense in Madden, so I don't know. It'd be a shootout. It'd be like the 2024 Bengals against anyone at all.
Right.
Yeah, Tom Brady
Has Tom
fortunately
Brady?
retired.
Yeah.
We're so
Yeah.
happy to say that he retired a couple seasons ago.
Yep.
I miss him. Oh, boo hoo. You're the only one, Devin. I don't miss him, and I have no shame. Yeah, hush, Devin. You tell him. Tom Brady was a menace. What position does Taylor Swift play? She plays the position where she dates Travis Kelsey and brings in millions of dollars for the NFL. I don't know what you would call that.
Yeah. Kind of like a mega marketing role or something like that.
Yeah, I wonder if they really are dating and that's legit and it's not just, manufactured. I know obviously either way they are trying to take full advantage of it to make money. I feel like no one can deny that, but
Yeah, for sure.
I'd like to
Right.
believe that they have a real relationship.
I think so. I mean, I feel like they've done enough to prove that, but yeah, if it's fake, they'd be
They've gone to
playing
great
it up,
lengths
playing
to fake it if it's fake.
right.
Like I don't think it's fake, but I do think they're using her to make as much money as they can.
Yeah, I think both things are kind of true.
Yeah, they can both be true. Can meet halfway with the full on
Yeah,
theories. I thought she was
for sure.
QB. I mean, she would be better than Daniel Jones, wouldn't you agree, Daniel?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think she would be. Yep, she'd
I
be way
mean, no
better.
one could tackle her, to be fair. You can't even touch her without having a lawsuit on your hands.
Right. QB stands for Quartet Band. I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on that. Uh,
This is the part where we don't reply to Devin anymore.
yeah, right. Isaac, when your channel start?
Yeah, they want me to start a chess channel. I don't know. I don't know.
Daniel has more subs than you. Wow, what an accomplishment! I have more subs than Isaac. I feel so accomplished. How long have you been playing checkers? I haven't really been playing checkers, so I don't even know if I can answer that.
I
I
don't
have
even
played,
understand all
but
the rules of checkers. Did you know that there are actual rules to that game? It's not as simple as we were led to believe.
I know that's shocking.
These questions are something else.
Right.
I need some NFL news to break so we have something other than whatever Devin is trying to ask right now. That's sad, Devin. That's I'm not even gonna
Right.
answer. Hey now, you okay? I'll answer if you were gonna answer for me. Come on. When am I gonna be a
How long have you
checkers
been
master?
forced?
I've been a checkers master my whole life. Did you not know that?
Daniel, how long have you been forced to hang out with Isaac? I don't know if I can get into that.
Yeah, he's contractually
You know,
obligated to not tell you. So
right. I mean, I could tell you, but I might have to, well, yeah.
I get more money if he tells you.
I was gonna say the saying, like, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. But I'm afraid if I, like, actually said that to someone, then, like, I don't know, I get canceled on YouTube or get flagged or something like that. So, but,
They're gonna clip it and go viral for the wrong reasons.
right.
Did you know Damar
Yeah.
Hamlin is a free agent?
Oh, I didn't
Apparently.
realize that.
Well, I'm seeing he has
Yeah.
reported. It's from the NFL rumors account, so take that with a huge grain of salt. But he has
Yeah.
interest from the Eagles and Steelers, apparently.
Oh, good for him. Gets a second contract after nearly, dying on the field. Like, yeah, that's good for him.
Yeah, I had no idea that he was available, so
Yeah, I
that's
didn't
why
know
I'm
either.
saying that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I would have thought that some of the bigger accounts might have been on that already, just
Yeah, I'm surprised
because.
we haven't heard much about him.
Yeah, because he's not very good, if we're being honest. I feel like we can say that now. People were
Yeah.
scared to say that like the year after, but
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah, he was, what, 6th round pick or something like that, and like rotational starter. Yeah, he was
yeah,
that for a reason.
he's fine. But you know what you're getting with him.
Yeah. Right.
No, you guys don't get to see behind the curtain today. I'm so sorry. It's
Yankees
no,
win the
no,
Super Bowl.
yeah,
Yeah.
that could happen. You know, in an alternate reality,
Yep.
they might win a Super Bowl before the Jets or Giants do, though.
Probably. I mean, if like a team like the Chiefs just renamed to the Kansas City Yankees and they win the Super Bowl, like that's not too unfeasible.
It's also more likely to happen than the Jets winning a Super Bowl.
Right, for sure.
Behind the curtain? No, you're not. You don't get to see behind the curtain today. That's only for a very select few. So it's not happening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, no,
Isaac plays
thank you,
some piano.
socks. Nah, I'm good. Disc golf discs. What is Devin talk? Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to ignore everything Devin says.
Right. Yes. But it's Jubilee. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, still no NFL news. They got real quiet like, for the past hour
Right.
now. It's amazing. Once we go live, it's all gonna slow down. No news anymore.
If they see, oh, the Bengals re-signed pass rusher Joseph Osai. Wow, what a league-changing move.
Yeah, I didn't even feel like bringing that one up because I mean, you know how bad their defense was. I feel like that doesn't matter much. Good for Osai, I guess.
Daniel when the banner. Yeah, the banner exists. I just need to I just need to hang it. But yeah, it's here. It exists.
Show us how far you can throw that Panther football. I don't think I'd be able to throw it very far because of the walls around me. So, it's not gonna happen today. I'm sorry.
Carolina Panthers. Yeah, they're absolutely a team. They're not, no Carolina Panthers slander will be tolerated on this show.
Yeah, not this season because we might be good. Okay, I'm
Right,
just saying
exactly.
we're gonna win the Super Bowl. No, fine. I do think we can actually compete for the NFC South though. I do genuinely buy into that. I'm in.
Like it, yeah.
Guys, do we have any football questions?
Or at least good life questions if you don't want to talk about football. Like good
Yeah.
life questions. Not like, oh, when is Daniel versus Isaac GeoGuessr or something like that. Like good questions. TJ destroyed Cam Newton.
I'm
Uh
well aware.
yeah.
Yep, I brought that up the other night actually. Oh yeah, I do owe the NM Lightning Twitch followers a Fall Guys stream. I forgot about that because I don't stream chess anymore. Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. I don't even remember why I owe it, but I've been reminded that I owe it.
Yep.
One good thing that
What's
happened to me
one
this
thing
week, or you, both of us,
this week?
we re-signed J.C. Horn today, so I'm happy. That's what I'm going with.
There we go.
The week is young,
Nice.
so I'm allowed to use that as my answer.
Yeah. Well, I can't say the same about Laramie Tunsil. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a good thing that happened to me, but I was at the Houston Rodeo this weekend with my cousins. It was and my siblings. It was pretty fun. And well, this week so far at work, there's been talks of a promotion. So
Ooh,
that's good.
that'd be
Yeah.
good.
I'm pretty
Good for
excited
you.
about that. Yeah.
Go get it.
I think so. No, I think it definitely will happen. I just have to just gotta do the stuff required and then it should happen.
That's good to hear.
Although I say that something's gonna go viral and then I'm gonna lose my job. Like yikes. But yeah,
that would be unfortunate. Let's not have that happen. Uh, Sox
yeah.
has a
No, there's
chess question. Yeah, that counts. Sure.
that's fine. Bill Belichick or Nick Saban? Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Maybe Bill
I'm
Belichick.
my gut tells me Bill. I don't even know why, but
My gut said Nick Saban, but then I kind of thought maybe it should be counterproductive, because Nick's a little younger, right? Or am I not remembering that
yeah,
correctly?
he's at least 10 years younger, probably closer to 20 years younger.
73. Yeah, Bill Belichick
Oh, he's
is 70.
73.
Oh, Nick Saban's older. Yeah, Nick Saban's older. Wow.
Seriously?
I would not. I knew he was old, but yeah, Nick
I thought
Saban's
Nick was
73.
a.
Bill Belichick.
I thought he was in his 60s. I was thinking he was like right at 60. Dang. Okay.
73. Um,
I'm still gonna
Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna
that's
say
good.
Bill. Bill wins.
Yeah, I think Bill would probably win. Um, let's see. I think there are a lot of messages. I don't know very many good life questions. It's hard to ask questions when I can't hear the response. Last good book you read? Um, I'm not a huge reader. Are you a huge reader?
Not enough of one, honestly. My answer is gonna have to be
Yeah.
Genesis.
There we go.
That's the last
I
good book I
not
read.
I think I read some of Exodus this morning. So,
There you go.
but yeah. No, there's a book like I say I'm going through it, but it really just means I've like paused it probably for like a month. I just need to get back to it. It's about this like North Korean missionary. I think it's called Not Forgotten. Um, I thought it was cool because like yeah, I didn't really read growing up. But that was like the one book in high school that I read and actually enjoyed. Well, I'd say in high school. I didn't read it like for high school. I just read it while I was in high school. Because it was at my church. It was just kind of like as a display, and then the guy let me borrow it, and it's pretty. It's cool. I mean, like you hear about like North Korea and like what's going on there, and like how Holted, I guess. Is that the verb or whatever? But yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that sounds interesting enough.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah,
even
for
a book,
sure.
he says. I hope he's not talking about Genesis. I hope you're not trying to tell me Genesis isn't a book.
Right. Oh, Corey Ten Boom. Oh yeah, that's a good story. Yeah. She hid she was the one who like hid people, right? Like hid the Jews or something like that. Corey
I'm not
Ten
going to answer
Boom.
because I don't want to be wrong.
I kind of felt
I
the
don't
same
know.
way. I was like,
You're gonna have to look that one up.
yeah,
I'm not
okay,
sure.
I was right. Uh,
Good.
she helped many Jewish people escape from the Nazis during the Holocaust of World War II. Okay, that's exactly what I thought. So
Okay.
you can freely say that if you
I
so
could have just
desire
said
to.
yes and agreed. Whoops.
Right. Yeah, no, she's a legend. She's a legend.
Ooh, who
Who
wins in a
wins in a
60
60?
meter sprint? Well, I started reading it first, so I'm clearly faster.
Yeah, right. I think that speed rating counts for something. 60 meter. Wait, how long is 60 meters? Like how many yards? I don't know. How many yards is that?
I don't too many to run.
Wait,
I'm
60
not a
like is that
runner, so
long?
you would probably win.
Uh how many yards is 60 meters? Like 65 yards? I'm not some great long distance runner. Well, I would like well maybe 65 is actually pretty long though. Like if you think about like a football field, I don't know. You might I'm not really a great long distance runner. Cuz I get tired. But
And I hate running.
uh fair enough. Um
I don't. I
I've
feel
tried
like
to
we just
run.
both lose. I'm not. I feel like we just
I
both
think we
lose.
would. Yeah, it'd be like, be like one of the football like a tank bowl or something. Like, yeah, we just
We're gonna
both
get
like
halfway there and just both collapse. It's not worth it.
yeah, exactly.
Nobody has to win.
No, we'll just strike up some like football conversation, then forget about the whole thing.
Yeah. Wait. We're supposed to be
That's the short
racing.
distance. I bet $20 on the kangaroo. Well, who's the kangaroo?
Oh, who wins in a
Or did
fight?
you?
Both of you or a kangaroo? That's a question from Socks.
Oh,
Haha. I think we could
if the
take on a
kangaroo's
kangaroo.
aggressive, uh, kangaroos are scary.
No, one of us just has to take the bait and the other sneaks up from behind and we got him. Easy.
Yes. Um, have you ever seen a jacked kangaroo?
Yeah, they can be scary. No, we
Yes.
could totally
I
take
don't,
on a kangaroo.
I don't
Easy.
know if we're winning a fight versus this guy, say, in the Discord.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Sauce doesn't know the context. That's funny.
Yeah,
I didn't
we
even
would
message you. I
lose.
just put in the server. Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at our messages assuming that's what you meant, which I'm guessing you put something even funnier in the server then.
I put in the server, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Mac Hollins.
Such a Sigma pick. Oh, Mac Hollins, yeah, that's funny.
No, I looked over and saw the picture of him. And it was okay. Yeah, we would lose just because of how funny he looks. What did you put in the
Right.
server? I can't open it or I'll ruin our
Oh,
layout.
it was that picture. It was that picture,
It was
right?
it
Of
was
the kangaroo.
it was the kangaroo. Okay.
Yeah. Do you see that picture?
No, I can't go check the server.
Oh, okay. It's a picture. I pulled it up on my phone, but it's just a picture of a jacked kangaroo.
I got you.
Yep.
No, Devin, you couldn't. We would take you out really easily, and then she would take us out really easily.
Jubilee and I could ruin Daniel and Isaac in a fight. Yeah, respectfully, I don't think you'd be ruining us. I'll just say that. I don't think we'd be ruined.
I think we could both take down. We win. We got it.
30-second match. Please elaborate. 30 seconds in what? Like boxing, chess, like who wins in a
My money's
basketball
on you,
one?
whatever it is.
Basketball. Well, I would lose in basketball. So whoever
Who
you're,
wins in a
you're
basketball
whoever
1v1? Who is involved?
you don't want to mess with me. I'm sure I don't, but if I was forced to, then chess. I mean, we both have 30 seconds. I like my chances better. But if it's like you have 5 minutes and I only have 30 seconds, then maybe gets a little more difficult. I could take down a jacked kangaroo for sure. That's good to know. If I'm ever attacked by a jacked kangaroo and Jubilee's with me, I will know that I'm safe.
It's very true.
One kick and you fly to the moon. The 1v30 second. I don't know. This is a football stream technically, not necessarily here to play chess, but appreciate the challenge. Hey, I stopped a cow with one hand one time. That's actually impressive. I don't know how you did that. Was it a mogging competition, Isaac or Devin? Well, I'm not in this hypothetical mogging competition, so I'm gonna let you guys speak.
What's mogging? Excuse me.
What is that? I hope it's not inappropriate.
I mean, it's from socks. It's probably fine, right?
Mogging is a slang term that means to be more attractive than someone else. It's often used humorously to describe one person looking better than another. So it's like it's a prettiness kind. I don't. Okay, yeah, it's something dumb. Never mind.
Yeah, it was in fact something dumb. Oh well.
Yes.
Yeah, mogging is looking better than the opponent, says socks. All right.
So are there like judges? Okay, never mind. I said we wouldn't entertain it.
Yeah.
No. Mogging. I did not need to know that was even a thing.
Yeah, that's a new term for me.
Yeah. A beauty pageant. Okay, yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I am fat, so I could easily beat Isaac. Okay.
Don't know how that works.
Bro, you are not fat. Yeah, no, he's not. Yeah.
He's
What do you
being
think
weird.
about? What do you think about the new something toilet? There's a new one. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, thank you for not saying the word. I appreciate that. I hate that I even have to see the word. See it enough nowadays.
right,
It's terrible.
right. Yeah,
All right, you think maybe it's about time to wrap it up here?
I
No more
think
news,
so.
and I think we're out of. We ran out of legitimate questions before we started taking questions, so you know.
I think so. It's on Netflix. Okay. Well, thanks for that. All right.
I'm
Thank
gonna stay
you
off
all
Netflix
for
then.
watching. Yeah, thank you all for watching this episode of Football for Fun. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll probably be back for another one probably this week if we can negotiate a time. And yeah, just have fun with your brain rot. Just have sweet dreams about certain toilets. I don't know, but uh, yeah, catch you for the next one. We'll probably have some more moves, free agency moves by the time we next record. So stay tuned for our reaction.
Yeah, definitely stay tuned. We will have another episode hopefully sometime this week, keeping up with all the moves in free agency. So if you want to hear the news, be sure to tune in next time. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.